Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your Devops SRE DevSecOps coach.
Okay, so now I'm going to set up a Kubernetes cluster. So let me tell you guys, Kubernetes clusters can be set up in many ways actually. There are tens of ways are there to set up a Kubernetes cluster. Now, as per your platform, there's so many ways because of that. Whether it's a learning environment you want it or production environment, so many ways we have actually. See here, these are some of the learning environment, and here we have some production environment options. So maybe more than 20-30 ways you can set up a Kubernetes clusters actually. So many ways. See here, different platform, different way. So right now I'm setting up the clusters manual way. So that way some of the confidence you'll get it how do we set up a cluster. So for that reason, uh, I'm going to create two machines actually. So this is the Ubuntu 22. Here it is. And now minimum you required 4 GB, I mean 4 GB RAM, 2 CPU, 4 GB RAM, but I'll go for 2 CPU, 8 GB RAM. And the reason is I don't want any failures as such suddenly. Security group I'm opening up everything, and 30 GB hard disk I'll go for it. So these are the configuration. Instead of one, I'm going for two machines. And this is how it is, and launch instance. Done. So this I'll make it master, and this one I'll make it worker. Okay. So this is the master and this is the worker. So let me log into this. So this is the master server which I'm trying to log in. Username is Ubuntu and will become root. Okay, so what to do? So first thing, this manual I'm following up how to install Kubernetes in Ubuntu 22. So first thing I'm going to install the Docker. Okay, so enable the Docker and check the status. So Docker is installed. If it's not running, you can start this. Done. So this is the Docker installations completed. Now I need to install kubeadm, kubelet, and kubectl. By the way, this you have to do in the each machines. So let me do that. This command will install everything. And hold, and if you want to validate if it's installed or not. Yeah. So the version which I'm installing it, Kubernetes 1.30, that's some recent one actually. Okay. So that is done. Now here we need to prepare for deployment. That means, you know what, some specifications you need it, and we need to do that. Not all machine, but AWS specific machines you have to swipe off. And then this is the, and this command you need to do, and you need to add these lines. Okay. And save it, exit, and now you can run this command also. Now you have to open this file. Okay. And you have to add this line. Copy this and save it, and run this command. It will reload the configurations. And if you want to set up a node host name, you can do that. So this is a command to set up a master node. So if you want to check this host name and master node. So this is done. These are some of the prerequisite. Now you have to configure the container D. So container D we installed it, but I want the CRI to be used container D. For that you have to do something. What? So you have to uh, I'm just thinking. Yeah. So you have to open this file and add this line. Save it and reload the configurations. After that, you have to make these changes in the container D. So this is the one line actually. Okay. This is the one line you can do in one go. So now you can run this command to reload and now you have to configure the container D, and for that you have to run this whole command. So till here, copy paste as it is. Now you have to configure the kubectl, and for that you have to update this one and this one. So again, you're going to modify the same file. So let me do that. This one, and copy paste this one. And then these other commands finally you will run to start this. Done. And finally this command will start some of the services. Now this is a magical command which will be done. Okay, so this command will set up a master server in the master node. So this is the final command which you need to run. Any questions so far, all of you? All of you?
Don't think so. I think it's fine.
Let me run
But
this.
I have another question actually.
Yeah.
I know that we are doing things as root, but it's not safer to, instead of doing things as root. Of course, the installation itself needs to be done as root, but the operation of the cluster itself, it's not safer to have it running with some other user, maybe.
Yeah.
For
So
security reasons.
installations and configuration either you do through root or sudo, but after the using the cluster we need a API. So there we don't need a root. API server. Okay. Yeah. So now if you see that,
Okay, makes more sense.
yeah. So here you see that Kubernetes cluster is set up. Now this code which you see here, this is for workstation setup, means the laptop. Typically I'll make the server same machine as a workstation, and this is the networking setup. Okay. uh, Calico and all, something like that, and this is for the worker. Okay, this is the worker. This is the same command for worker also, so like that. So what I will do, because I need this command for worker, I will store it here and then save it, because I just need this. So this part is a workstation, this is for the networking, and this is for, okay, this is not for worker. Okay, this for another master. This one is for worker, mind it. Okay, and so now I want to set up a workstation in the same machine, so I will run this command. So now can I run this command, kubectl get nodes? See, it's working. One node is coming. Status is not ready because networking is not there, but now it's working. This is the version. Okay. Now I want to show you something. Pods hyphen all namespace. I'll explain you all the concepts slowly, not to rush. So see here, these are the pods. So now if you remember that I said in the master server, you have API server, etcd, controller manager, scheduler, all this component and few more extra. So actually the software is in form of pod actually. That's the reason when I do the get pods, this is there actually. Right now it's not running, some of those, and some of those are running. Why? So this required the networking, which I have not installed so far. I'll do that in few minutes. So this is something which we have. So workstation is set up. Now I need to install the networking. So networking means there's so many drivers are there. You should go and check this page, read this, because I don't have much time, so explain each and everything. So many options are there. And you see, VivNet is my favorite one. Calico is another one. Somewhere here, these are the networking drivers you have. So many options you have, depends on your networking requirement. You need it. Right now I'm installing the Calico. Here it is. This is the different product actually, Calico, and you see so many things we have it. So I don't want you to get lost in this all this stuff. So directly I'll go to installation documents. I want to install it simply. So how do we install it? Uh, do you see any documents as such? Go back, go to docs, and here install Calico. Now, do you install Calico in Kubernetes? See, 17 methods are there. OpenStack 3 methods are there. So many options are there. Again, as I said, there's no as such complete things actually. So what do you want? Quick start, community tested Kubernetes version, public cloud, self-managed, self-managed on-premises, OpenShift. What exactly? So right now, this is the one actually, self-managed means I am managing the cluster. There's one more option which we have a EKS and all, which is a cloud manage. So self-managed, so many options are there. Managed public. So I'll go for self-managed. So which one? Self-managed Google, no. Digital, no. Azure, no. AWS, yes. So this is actually I'm setting up for you. So before you begin, some of the steps you have to start. And okay, so this is the cops. I don't need this one actually. No, I don't need this. Cops is another one. I just said no, 40 different methods are there. I don't need this one. So I'll go for cops is a self-managed public cloud. I want to go for something lightweight. So let's go for the quick start. That is easier. Okay. So this command, if I run it, it will install everything. So this will install everything. But what is this? This is for custom resources, which I don't need it actually. Okay. So let's try this one. Copy and run this. This command will do every installations. Don't worry about that. So this has installed the networking plugins, and you see here, this has come. Right now it's running, and I'm waiting for this to also up and running within a few seconds. Automatically should get into the creation, but it's not there. So probably the one which I installed it is not detecting. So I can try a few more different methods. So let me do one thing. Delete this container. Kubectl delete pod. Name of the pod and hyphen n. I'll talk about this one, all namespace concept and all, after once the cluster is up and running. Still isn't pending. Now it's not going. That means it's not working. So I just want to check this, why it's not working. Troubleshooting skills, pod, hyphen n, namespace. Now if you see that, here it says the warning for failed scheduling. Why? Because you have one nodes total. Yes, that's true. Out of 0 is available. Why? Because one node had untolerated tent, node not ready, preemption 0 by 1 is available. One preemption is not helpful for scheduling. Okay, so this is, I would not say is an error. This is probably the new implementations. So what has happened? I can make it working. What I need to do, the node I have to modify that little bit. Because right now it's untolerated tent, which is not allowing it to accept the other pods, and that's the reason it's not able to deploy. So that's the reason. So I can change the master node to get it deploy, but anyways I'm going to set up a worker node, so I'll go ahead with the worker node. So for time being, everything is good. Networking installed, and these all things are good. Any questions so far, all of you?
Not for the moment, but
Okay,
I'm
so
curious
now what
about how to schedule those pods to run elsewhere, because right now we have just one node, right?
yes, yes. So I'm going to
And
add one
then
more node, right? Worker node. So here, as per this deployment, this particular code DNS, they're saying it should not deploy in the place where you have a presumptions applied. So I will add a one more node, automatically it will get deployed. I'll show you. Because right now failed to schedule itself. That means node itself is not available, which will satisfy this requirement. So let me set up a new node anyways, worker. So I'm going to set up this worker node. Unfortunately, you have to do the same thing again. There's no as such. I'll tell you what are the different things you can do that. So that way you can learn a little bit more. I understand that this is little different from other tools, but I just said, it's worth learning because this is the platform which you are using, will be using lifetime, at least for next 10 years, until you get something new out of box solutions. Okay, so here this is the worker machine. I'll become a pro. Now those things which I did it, you have to do once again because that's a prerequisite. So let me do that right now without talking. I'm doing this command. There's a scripts also, but it will not work in all platform. So that's the reason I'm doing manually, because sometime what happens, if it is failed, then it's very difficult to troubleshoot which command failed. Again, you have to do one by one, and that's a really headache. Nowadays, people are going for hosted solutions like EKS, GKE, AKS, and all. That's so that way you don't have to manage it.
we were talking about in the past days about Ansible and everything. Maybe it's a good opportunity to prepare a playbook to deploy all those things all together.
Yes. So you have to create roles which will
Mm.
do all the steps, and then you can deploy this. But the problem
Hmm.
is, huh, the problem is these roles are already available, but one role will not work in the all platform. CentOS steps are different. Ubuntu 20s are different. 22s are different. So lots
Hmm.
of changes are there.
But I was thinking about just my setup here, right? I was not. Maybe, of course, for different platforms. For example, we are not talking about only Ubuntu, but sometimes other customers uses other flavors of Linux and so on. But I mean, in general, this is play. I'm not even sure if we have a word for this, but maybe playbookable thing, right?
Yes, yes, we have already in the Galaxy. We have this play. I mean rules already.
Okay, okay, nice. Because from our perspective here, at least in Kindle, we don't use that much Galaxy because we rely on Ansible Tower to do some playbooks.
Okay.
And the same plugins that we have for other things are not widely available inside Ansible Tower. So we need to work things differently a little bit. So maybe this is something different. But I'm wondering if this is possible to be done through a playbook, maybe.
Yes,
Maybe
yes,
I'll
very
try to
much.
do it
These all are.
myself.
I'm nothing. I'm doing nothing great. Just running the few commands. That's all. Okay, so here you have to be little careful. Master node, no. Worker node, I'm making it. Okay, worker node. Worker node. Don't make it master node. It will be a problem. Almost done, guys. Okay. Now, guys, be careful. This you should not run it. Remember that this is only on the master node. So what we need to do in the worker node. So read this here. Okay, this is the one. So this command we need to run in the worker node. Okay, that's the only difference. So rest of the things will be same, except init command you should not run in the master. And also host name, you have to be little careful. Somewhere I did that right. Here. So this is you have to be mindful. Rest of the things are okay. So now I'm copying this whole commands and running the worker. Here the screen. So now in the worker machines, the worker is being set up, and this is a master plus workstation. LCTL get nodes. It will take some time and still happening. Okay, problem. There is one problem. What is the problem? So the problem is this guy have no idea about the master node. Ping, see, no idea about the master node. That is a problem. So what we'll do? Vi is steps. Please
And
remember
to
that.
tell him that who is the master node,
Yes,
because
yes,
probably he doesn't resolve any.
yes, true. So here, master node. Uh, Done. So I put it in the host file. So now he is knowing. So now rerun. Done. Wonderful. Little bit faster has happened. I was not expecting though fast. So it has done. Just wait for 30 seconds and then try in the workstation here. See, two node has come now. One is master node and one is worker node, but not ready. So we have to wait for a few more seconds till the pods are running. Namespaces. kubectl kubectl get pods hyphen hyphen all namespace. You will get habit of all commands. Nowadays people are not practicing it because everything is automated, but it's good to do that. Here. So now I see that everything is running. But this guy is still not running. I'm shocked. So let me do one thing. Let me delete last thing, kubectl, delete pod. By the way, this pod I don't need for time being, but still I just want to run it. Right now it's not impacting my functionality of the Kubernetes, but I'm just, oh, this new node also has not done any help for this. So kubectl describe pod, this one -n and kubesystem. Now it's the same error. I have a two nodes are available. Two nodes has untolerated tent for not ready. Why? Because preemption 0/2 available. 2 preemption is not helpful for scheduling. Now this says something. Why do we have a 2 preemptions is not helpful for scheduling? So let me read this little bit of toleration. No schedule. Okay, so these are the multiple conditions are there for toleration. That's the reason, and I'm thinking, I mean, this is not running at all. I mean, this is not scheduled at all. Forget about the running. So now what to do in order to fix this? Just give me 2 seconds. I have a few commands to run for the node, but before that, I just want to make sure that these are good. So git fix will be there. So kubedns is basically is deployment. So I just want to check this one also. So kubectl describe deploy. Troubleshooting, you can take this as a troubleshooting -n and kube system.
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.